So my first question to you guys is, do you do the homework from last week? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'll write on the homework for this week. Have you done chapter 8 and 9 of the white book, the barons? Yes, no,
No.
no. If possible, I would highly appreciate if you can do 8, 9, and 10. Okay? Of course, then you'll have to also do the stuff from the orange book for your preparation for the October 26th ACT next Saturday. But 8, 9, 10, and the last week homework is going to be crucial. Okay? From the other group, there's hardly, except one, nobody else done the homework. So, kind of creates a huge problem. Now, there's a lot to ask you guys before we get started. Now, go and get your math packets. Okay, I'm gonna ask you guys some questions and see if we have done these things, okay? Go to page 4 and 5.
Page what?
4 and 5.
4 and 5.
Have we done those? I think that's what we did in the first day, right?
Yeah.
Yes or no? Not all of it, of course, I know that one, okay? Did you do page 6? Arcs vectors?
Yeah.
7.
Yes.
8.
I don't think so.
Okay. 8 and last part of page 11 we're going to be doing right now, okay? So you're going to read 8, please. Go ahead and read page 8. Now go to page 11, all the way at the bottom. Page 11. You see the parabola, the vertex and stuff, okay? Have you seen these things? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna directly get to the problem, and you can refer page 8 and page 11, okay? Either one of them, okay? First question, let's get started, okay? Question is, how many real roots are in x squared minus 2x squared how many real roots are in x squared minus 2x plus? I'm not asking for the roots itself, I'm asking how many real roots. So when I ask the question, how many real roots are there? Okay, not what the roots are, how many? On page 8, you saw something called discriminant b squared minus 4ac. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
So b here is negative 2 squared minus 4 times a times 2. You with me? So it'll be 4 minus 8, which is negative 4, which is less than 0. So b squared minus 4ac is less than 0. So you have 0 real roots or 2 imaginary roots. Do you understand what I'm doing? Yes or no? Go to page 8. Go to page 8 of the math packet. All the way at the top, do you see b squared minus 4ac? Okay? What is that called? Discriminant or determinant of a quadratic equation. That will tell you what type of roots you're going to get. If b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0, you get 2 real roots. If it is equal to 0, 1 real root. If it is less than 0, you get 0 real roots or 2 imaginary roots. So what do you got here? Negative 4, which is less than 0, right? So you got, this is how the question will be given. You with me this? Now the question is, if the question is, what are the roots of this, not how many, then you have to use the quadratic formula, minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Are you with me? So 2 plus or minus 4 minus 8 is negative 4 divided by 2. Are you with me so far? Now, we talked about i's, remember, the imaginary? So what is square root of 4? 2. But what is square root of negative 4? 2i. You with me this? Divided by 2. 2 is common, so it becomes 1 plus or minus I. So the roots are 1 plus I and 1 minus I. Yes or no? Ask questions. You're here to learn. You're taking tests, big test next week. You better know this stuff. And if you don't, ask. Good? Rams. Were you guys here last week?
Yeah. Yep.
How did it go with Alexa?
Pretty good.
Was it helpful?
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys feel ready for the test?
Yeah.
You guys have to work hard, huh? Right? Nothing comes easy. When I say this, I mean it with complete sincerity. Because if you don't do it, and that's what I told the last group, last few minutes, nothing to mess around with. Gotta be very serious. Every point is so much money at stake. Every dollar you make, the $1 less you have to pay in loans when you go to college. I cannot even can't even tell you the gravitas of the situation. That it's so important that every dollar you're gonna save for yourself is $1 less you have to pay back in loans and the interest. Good? You guys good with this? For the same equation, quadratic equation, find the axis of symmetry. Oh, that's an easy one. Got it? You have your graphing calculators? You don't have yours? Does it graph?
Yeah.
Okay. Graph this one. Is it 81?
Yeah.
Of course, the graph will not touch the x-axis because it has imaginary roots. Right? It's not going to touch it. Am I right? What I want you to do is, do you think the axis symmetry is 1? Can you see that, where the split happens? Yes or no?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And of course, this is your y-intercept 2, right? This is y-intercept. So it has to be touching, let's call this 1, this is 2. So your graph would look something like this, but it's not touching it. You with me? Next. So, and why it is opening up, not going down? Because this value here is A is greater than 0. You with me on this? If A is greater than 0, it's going to open up. If A is less than 0, it's going to close down. Good? This is important. Right? B squared minus 4AC. Remember, for one real root, B squared minus 4AC is equal to 0. Okay? Don't forget that. Now, go to page 11. Now we're gonna go to the equation of parabola in vertex form, which is y is equal to a times x minus h squared plus k. So with this information, okay, with this information, write the equation of parabola for this one in vertex form. So, if this was a real ACT question, which it was by the way, you know that it's upside down, so this A will be negative. You with me on this? So you can do a process of elimination, and this is your vertex coordinates here. So y is equal to, y is equal to a x minus 3 squared plus 4. Do you agree? X minus 3 plus 4. Yes or no? Now you have a 0.52 on the parabola for x and y. Make sense? So you could do it, or you could actually just graph it. You could actually just graph it, am I right? So if you eliminate 2 or 3 by these things, then graph one of the other. If one is not there, the other has to be right. Make sense? So graphing is going to be very helpful if you know how to do it. Did you guys get this? Yes or no? I know you guys don't like to talk to me, but it doesn't help me. Did we do the equation of circle on page 11?
Yeah.
We have done that, right?
Yeah.
Did we do the ellipse?
No.
Okay. You guys don't say anything, so I'm gonna move forward then. You guys need to talk to me more often. Next is the ellipse. Have you done ellipse in school?
Yes. I haven't.
There's 2 types of ellipse. One is the horizontal ellipse. Okay. One is the vertical ellipse. Okay? Okay. Each one of them has a center, and we call those center as H and K again. Longer the axis, those are called the major axis. In this case, the longer axis is this one. This is called the major axis, 2A. I did?
Oh, you made it recycling?
That's what I was like?
Oh, you, oh, I thought you were going for the garbage.
No, recycle. What is the 2A called? 2A is called the major axis. You with me? And this is called, the smaller axis is called the minor axis, 2B. Good? Now see how the equation changes. For the horizontal, x minus h squared over a squared plus y minus k squared over b squared is equal to 1. Okay? And look what happens here. Y minus k squared over a squared plus x minus h squared over b squared is equal to 1. See the difference? So whichever is the longer axis goes with A. Here x is longer, goes with x. Here y is the longer axis, so y goes with A. Make sense? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Simple stuff. Try this problem. Actually, yeah, try this one. with this information, find the equation of ellipse.